Good evening, boys and girls all over the world. I hope your evening is going just fine. I would like to address to the parents and children today, why do I read to children all over the world? The reason I read to children all over the world, number one, some children have a hard time reading. That's why I developed Flip a Book on my YouTube page. Sometimes you'll see me reading a book with my face and reading out loud, and sometimes you'll just hear my voice without my face, but assure you, it's still me. And some days I'll be reading just like I'm here today. You can see my face. You can even see my cute earrings I got for you children's apple, the board, and the bus. And this evening, I have a great story for you guys. It's called The Proof is in the Pudding. This book is written and illustrated by Clay Burrell. The book is about why do grown-ups say the darndest things. Like, for example, you act like you're walking on cloud number 9. That means you're not paying attention, you don't hear me talking, your mind just act like you're in a daze. Another one is, why are you acting like you have a chip on your shoulder? A chip on your shoulder? That means you're acting like you're mad at everyone, mad at the world. Well, this story is called The Proof is in the Pudding. Leave it to Beamer to find out why adults say the darndest things. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Grown ups sure have a funny way of saying things. The other day, my teacher told me that the answer to my question was in some pudding. My best friend Bert and I were talking about our favorite ice cream flavors. I said mint chocolate chip was the best flavor, and Bert said cookies and cream was the best flavor. I asked my teacher, Miss Sherry, which flavor was better? And that's when she said, well, the proof is in the pudding, Beamer. What does pudding have to do with ice cream? And why would the answer to my question be in some pudding? Hmm. Many moons ago, in a land far away, located deep within the Moose Mountains, was the city of Custer. At the very heart of the city was Patty's Pudding Palace, the world famous pudding factory. The townspeople loved pudding so much that they ate it for breakfast, for lunch, and even for dinner. In their spare time, the townspeople would create pudding paintings, play at Pudding Park, and swim in Pudding Pond. Then one day, brothers Jimmy and Johnny came to town and opened up their very own factory. It was called JJ's Gelatin Joint. However, the people of Custard were loyal to Patty's and her pudding, and so they refused to eat any of the gelatin. Mhm. Interesting, huh? JJ's Gelatin Joint was in danger of closing, and the brothers realized they needed to do something drastic to save their business. A few days later, the people of Custard began to notice that Patty's pudding didn't taste quite the same. In fact, it tasted downright gross. Patty assured everyone that she was cooking her pudding the same way she always had, but even she admitted that it tasted very different. The townspeople immediately stopped eating pudding and they all started eating Jimmy and Johnny's gelatin instead. Something didn't seem right to Sweet Sophia, the town's mayor, so she hired Custer's top private investigators, Lieutenant Lucas and Inspector Isaac, to look into it. Lieutenant Lucas and Inspector Isaac began questioning everyone in hopes of figuring out why Patty's pudding tasted so gross. But none of the townspeople knew anything. They searched for clues at Pudding Park and even looked in Pudding Pond, but could not find anything out of the ordinary. Then one night, while he was out patrolling the city, Lieutenant Lucas noticed two dark figures sneaking into Patty's pudding palace. Two dark figures. Lieutenant Lucas followed the dark figures and discovered that Jimmy and Johnny were sneaking spinach into Patty's pudding. So Lieutenant Lucas called up Inspector Isaac and Sweet Sophia, and they caught Jimmy and Johnny. That's why the pudding didn't taste the same. They put spinach in the pudding. The brothers tried to plead their case, but after taking one bite of the tampered pudding, Sweet Sophia knew they were guilty, and the proof was in the pudding. So then I asked Miss Cherry if anyone ever put strange things into her pudding. That's when she told us that if someone says the proof is in the pudding, it really means you need to try something for yourself to truly believe it. It has nothing to do with pudding at all. Are you getting the idea, boys and girls? Like I said, grown ups really do have a funny way of saying things. The end. Well, girls and boys, I hope you understood the story. The proof is in the pudding. It's only a figure of speech. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Have a good evening. So long.